Hello, Da Vinci. So we've got our maths lesson for today. So you need to get your pen or pencil, sorry, and paper, and to get yourself ready. It's the 5th of the 1st, 2021. So we now need to get ourselves set up for our arithmetic. So I've got two challenges on my board here on the screen. You've got challenge 1 and challenge 2. Now you need to pick which is going to be the best arithmetic for you and which one you think you'd benefit most from. Okay, so you need to pause the screen now, pause the video. You need to give yourself, let's say, 3 minutes to have a good go at these challenge 1 and challenge 2 questions. And then once you've done them, I need you to replay the video and we're going to go through the answers. Okay, so pause the video now and get yourself ready. Okay, so starting off, I'm going to go through challenge 1 answers. You can skip through a little bit and then I'll go through challenge 2 answers. So if you did challenge 1, you've got 3 and then you've got your addition. So 3 add 5. Now, even though this number is second, this number 5 is our biggest number. So I'm going to put 5 in my head. So 5, I'm going to put 3 fingers up. 5, 6, 7, 8. So my first answer is going to be 8. So I want you to tick or fix whether or not you've got that right. 7 add 3. So again, I'm going to put the biggest number in my head. That's the 7. Is the first number this time. So 7 in my head. 3 fingers up. I'm going 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So I'm up to 10 now. Super. Perfect. That's my second answer. So 8 tick, 10 tick. Now, the third question says 10 take away 4. Now that's different from the last one. So take away means we're getting rid of some numbers. So we're going to put the biggest number in our head, which is 10. Then we're going to put 4 fingers up, but then we're going to count backwards. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So the answer for that one is going to be 6. And you need to give yourself a tick there. Now, the extension, again, you've got biggest number 10 and then you've got an add 3. So 10 in your head and you need to count on 3 more. 10, 11, 12, 13. So your answer for this should be 13. Spot on. Give yourself a tick or fix it. Right, okay, let's go over to challenge 2. Challenge 2, you've got 13 add 5. Biggest number 13. Okay, 5 fingers or 13 in your head, 5 fingers. You're going to count on 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 is going to be the answer for that one. So you need to give yourself a tick or fix for that. I haven't got my whiteboard pen anymore, so I'm having to use my finger doing it on the mouse. Quite difficult. Right, so now we've got 7 add 23. Now there's 2 ways you could do this. You could put your biggest number in your head. You could do 23 and then you could count on 7. Or you could see that this number 3 and this number 7 are both 1s, and they both will come together and they will make a number bond to 10. I know that my 7 and my 3 together make 10. So 7 and 3 make 10, and I'm going to add that to this 10s number here, which is 2, so that's 20. So 10 add 20, that's going to give me the answer of 30. So 30 is going to be your second answer. Give yourself a tick. I'm just going to adjust this tick. It looks like a V. There we go. Right, last one. 16, or before the extension, 16 take away 4. Same as challenge 1. You're going to put the biggest number in your head. You're going to put your maybe 4 fingers up. You're going to count backwards. So 16, and then you go back 4, and you could go 15, 14, 12. Super. So the answer is going to be 12 for that one. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet that you could do is, I believe everybody has a ruler in the packs that we sent home. Now, your ruler is going to be a bit bigger than my ruler here, but what you can do is you will always have a ruler with you no matter what test you do. So if your number is on your ruler and you're doing an add or a take away and you're not sure what it is, you can always use your ruler and you can go forwards or backwards depending on whether you're adding or subtracting, and that is absolutely fine. And it's another way of not using your fingers, because we haven't got 16 fingers and we can't count back 4, but we have got a ruler that has the number 16 on and we can jump back 4 points. So that might be something that you want to practice at home. Last one, extension. 20 add something is 35. So you need to work out what that missing number is going to be there. So let's have a think. What could that be? Well, we know that if we're missing 5 ones from this part here, so we must have 5 ones, and this 10 and this 10 is one difference, so it's one difference. It must be 15. Super job, everyone. Give yourself some ticks or fixes. Right, so let's move on to the lesson. Okay, so today's objective is, can I recognise and count pence? And the second objective is, can I recognise different coins? Okay, so let's recap from last term. I've got some coins on my screen here. Now, I'm going to go over the coins, and you're going to shout out at me at what you think the coin is. Now, some of them you can read, and I might actually make it a little bit bigger so that you can see exactly what they're saying. There we go. Right, so this first coin here, moving them all. This first coin here, this one that I'm gonna highlight. That sounds like a good idea. So this coin here, what do we reckon that is? Now, if we read it, you can see it says 1 penny, and it actually has the number 1 on. So we know that that must be 1. It must be 1 pence. Right, and then this one then makes it a little bit easier because you've got 1 penny, then you've got 2 pence, then you've got 5 pence, then you've got the number 10, so this is 10 pence. Then we've got a bit of a jumble going up here, so let's choose the next coin. So the next coin is going to be this one, and it's got 20 on it, so this is 20 pence. Now you notice that all of them so far have been rounded. Now this one is a bit of an odd shape, bit of a funny shape, so this one's always one to remember. It's the smallest funny shaped one. Then you've got 50 pence. Now 50 pence is one of the biggest, but it's also a funny shape. So you've got 50 pence. Then you've got a new coin, or new to you maybe, which is a £1. Now a £1 is worth 100 of these. So 100 pennies is £1. Can you imagine carrying around 100 pennies? I wouldn't. I definitely want to just carry around 1 coin, which is £1. So that's what this is. And then if this £1 and this one is £2, this £1 worth 100 pennies, how much is this £2 going to be worth? It would be worth 200 pennies. I would not want to carry 200 pennies around in my pocket. My pocket would rip. Anyway, so these are all our coins that we went through last term. So let's move on. So we're going to compare them now. So we know that this one is 50 pence, and it says 50 pence is than, and we know this one is 5 pence. So you now need to decide, is the crocodile going to eat the biggest number? And we know that it always does. Is it good? So which one's the biggest number out of this one? Is it the 50? Is it the 5? Or is it maybe equal to? So you're going to pause the video and you're going to complete these. So we've got 50 pence is then 5. You've got 2 pence is then 20. And then you've got 20 pence is 2. And then you've got this amount of numbers here. So I want you to pause the video, have a mini task, have a little go, and then we'll go back to it. Okay, so 50 pence is something than 5 pence. Well, we know the crocodile is definitely going to eat the 50 because that is the biggest number. So it's definitely going to eat that number. So it's 50 pence is more than 5 pence. This one, 2 pence, is then 20 pence. Now, although the 2 pence is the biggest coin in comparison to the 20 pence, it's bigger. Doesn't mean it's worth more, but it is bigger to hold. So, even though it's bigger to hold, this number here, 20, is more than 2. So the way that this sentence would read is 2 pence is less than 20 pence. And then the last one, 20 pence is something to, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pences. So using your times tables, that might have been one of your New Year's resolutions to learn, your times tables might be 5, 10, 15, 20. So if this side equals 20 and this side equals 20, then we need to choose, is it going to be more than, equal to, or less than? Well, the answer is going to be equal to, isn't it? Because we have the same number on each side. We've got 20 over this side, and we have a total of 20 on this side. Super job if you got all them right. Okay, here we go. What is the easiest way to count these coins below? Now, it says talk to your partner, but we're going to change that to talk to your teddy. So talk to your teddy. What do you think the easiest ways to count these coins below is? Pause the video, have that discussion, and then let's come back. So I hope you had some good discussion time there. The easiest way that we could count these, now we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Then we've got another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, okay? And then we've got another 5, 11. How long am I going to be there counting in 1s to 5 every single time I see a 5? We're better than that. We're year 2 now. So if you said you could be counting in your 5s, then you'd absolutely be right. You can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you've got 30 pence here. How much quicker was that than me counting up to 5 6 times? That's not very quick. So it's much quicker to count in your 5s. Now we've got another one here. Now we're not going to be counting in our 5s for this one. And again, we could do 10 pence. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, another 10 pence. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to be here for a long time. We know our 10 times tables, so we can count in our 10 times tables. So you're going to go 10, 20, 30 pence. Absolutely. So much quicker and easier. So what method can we use to do these ones? Now, these are a little bit more challenging. However, talk to your teddy, pause the video, have that discussion, and have a look at the screen of what you can do to easily count these coins. Okay, so we've got 20 pences in this box. Now we could, again, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22. I'm sorry, I'm going to be here all day and I can't waste my time doing that. So what you're going to do is you're going to count in 20s. Now, it might seem like very, very difficult there. However, we know that related facts mean that if counting in 2s is one answer, then counting in 20s is going to be a very similar answer. So if I count in my 2s, which I know a lot of us can do, I'm going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, instead of it being 8 as my answer, because I've not got 8 pence here, I have 4 20s. So instead of it being 2, 4, 6, 8, it's going to be the related fact of 20, 40, 60, 80. And you can see very clearly that it's exactly the same as 2, 4, 6, 8, but after each number we've got a 0 because it's 10 times a bigger number. So let's have a look at the bottom ones. Now we've got 2 10s here. So again, we could go, but we're going to get bored of this very quickly. And I don't want us to get bored. So let's get it right straight away. So we could go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. However, they're grouped in two 10 pences every single time. So just like our 20 pence, you could see that 2 10 pences is the same as 20 pence, and therefore you could count in 2s again. You could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 40, 60, 80. And the question below says, what's the same about the 2 sets of coins above? Now this set equaled 80 and this set equaled 80. Even though there are more coins here, these coins are worth more than and worth 2 of these coins put together, which means that altogether it's the same answer. Here we go. How can we accurately count the total of value of these coins? So, first thing, we could rearrange the coins to be from biggest to smallest to make it easier for us to count. So instead of it being 5 and then 20 and then 10, you're going to start confusing yourself. So one of the easiest ways you can do is you can start ordering your coins, and you could see which is your biggest coin that you have. And even though this is a larger coin in size, it's actually not worth as much as 20. This is only worth 10. And then you've got your 5. So you've ordered your coins. Now it makes it a little bit easier because when you're adding this up together, you start with the biggest number, just like our arithmetic. We'll start with the biggest number and then we can add the other numbers afterwards. So if we put 20 in our head, we're just going to add 10 more. So we know a related fact of 2, adding 1 more is 3. So 20 in our head, adding 10 more is going to be 30. So now you've got 30 in your head, you're now going to add 5. So 35, 35, that's your answer. So you could quite easily count all these coins, and we made it so much easier for us by putting it in order. Well done. Here we go. Now I want you to pause the video and have another mini task. So we're going to count the number of coins below. Now I've mixed them up, been a bit cheeky. And it says there are 5p coins. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to find the 5p coins in this section, okay? So you need to pick out which ones are the 5p coins. However, I'm not asking you to count in fives. I'm asking you to count how many. So you're not going to be going 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I want you to count how many 5p coins there are, how many 50p coins there are, how many £1 coins there are, and how many £2 coins there are. If you want to pause the video here, and you can have a go at filling that in yourself. Okay, so let's have a look. How many 5p coins are there? Well, I'm going to get my red pen and I'm going to circle them. So I'm going to look for the small silver coins that say 5 on them. So I can see 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So there are 6 5p coins. There are something 50p coins. So let's have another look. Right, I'm going to give these a green cross. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 50p coins. Now let's get my blue. £1. Now you must be careful with these because they are very similar looking to £2, but they have a different shape and they're a bit smaller. So 1, 2, that's not a £1. 3, that's not a 1. 4, 5, hiding around the corner. Right, 5 £1 coins. And lastly, let's use our purple pen for the £2. So that's the only coin left, so this is going to be a bit easier. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, that was very quick and easy. There are 3 £2 coins. Well done, everyone. Right. Now it's your turn. So you're going to complete the activity sheet and you're going to upload all your answers onto Tapestry. Now, again, just like our other lessons, we're going to have a challenge 1, challenge 2, and I believe there's then a small extension for everybody to give a try, okay? So challenge 1, you can choose to do all the challenges. You can choose to do just one of the challenges if you are struggling with the other challenge, but I really think that for money, a lot of us should be really pushing ourselves, okay? So choose the challenge that represents what you think you can do. And remember, once you've uploaded your work to Tapestry, I'll give you some feedback. If I think that you could maybe do the other challenge, I might ask you to go back and do the other challenge as well. So let's have a look. So challenge 1. The question 1 for challenge 1 says, what is the value of this coin? What is the value for this coin? What is the value for this coin? And you need to write down what the value is for this coin, this coin, and this coin. That's your question 1, 2, 3. As well as that for challenge 1, you've also got questions 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it says, what's the value for this coin? What's the value for this coin? What is the value for this coin? And what is the value for this coin? So once you've done that, I want you to pause the video on each one of those. So you've got questions 1 to 7 to answer if you're doing challenge 1. If you think you can do challenge 1, then I want you to do that challenge, and I want you to then move on to challenge 2 if you'd like to another challenge. Challenge 2, starting from question 8, it says, how much money is there? And then you've got question A, question B, and question C. So you just need to tell me how much money is in that group, how much money is in that group, and how much money is in that group. That is your challenge, okay? So you're going to say question 8A, there is this amount. Now remember, when we're writing how much something is worth and we're talking about money, we must remember to put p at the end, because that says pence. That's what we shorten the word pence for. We put a p at the end of our number. So once you've done those 3 groups, you can pause the video here, you can do it now, and then you can go on to the next bit. The second part of challenge 2 is, and I will read this out for you, okay? It says, Annie has this money. You can see she's got this amount of money here. This is Annie's money. Then it says, Tommy has this money. Annie says, I have more money because I have more coins. Is Annie correct? How do you know? So this is a 2-part, oh dear, this is a 2-part question. Your first part of your question, you need to say whether Annie is correct with a yes or no. How do you know whether she is right or wrong? You then need to explain your answer. But the first part that you need to work out is you need to work out how much in pence is in this section and how much in pence is in this section. And that will be able to give you the answer of whether or not Annie is right. Then there is also one extension. Here's your extension. It says Tom and Tim the turtle. So Tom and Tim both have some pocket money. I wonder where the turtle keeps his pocket money. What a strange place to keep. Strange turtle to have pocket money. But anyway, Tom and Tim both have some pocket money. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is Tom. Oh yeah, that was right. Yeah, this is Tim. This is what I was saying. Sorry. So Tom here and Tim here. Let's get this right. So it says they both have pocket money. Tim the turtle says that he has more pocket money than Tom. Who has more? And if you could explain why. So it says, so Tom says, I've got 20p and 5p and 1p. And that is what Tom has got here. You can see that's what he's got here. Super. Then it says, this is Tim the turtle. He's got this money here. He thinks he's got more. He says, my coin is huge, so he must have more. I want you to explain whether or not Tom has got more or Tim has got more, and tell me why you know that. That's everything for our math lesson today. Make sure you complete your challenge 1 or challenge 2, or both if you're feeling really confident. I'd also like to see everybody pushing themselves onto the extension. Thank you very much for coming to this lesson. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye.